welcome back to Shakhtar to Glory, episode 81. And it's 1 AM at the moment as I'm recording. I'm trying to just, like I said, I've mentioned a few, just trying to get ahead as much as I can. Recording, I've got a certain amount I've got to record to get to a point where I can be comfortable and start looking at other stuff to do and whatnot. But I also don't want to be too far ahead that it's disjointed and I'm a bit far away from it when I come back. Like a bit like last time, I was a bit like that last time. I got it so recorded so far in advance that when I came back to it, I didn't know what the hell was going on and had to watch a few of the episodes back myself. So we're trying to avoid that. I mean, obviously watching myself anyway, just to, you know, get back in track anyway, probably, but not so necessary, hopefully. But last time out we had Galatasaray. It was a bit of a disappointing result. Didn't go with the script. We were expecting to beat them quite comfortably, I think. Maybe we were a little bit over the top with that. But maybe they're a better team than we gave them credit for. Certainly gave us a good game, and we probably were a bit lucky to get a draw from that game. Which brings us quite nicely on to what's happened since that game. We've had one game, which was Desna. Now, you look at that and you think 3-0, yeah, it's not too bad. But we were woeful in this game. The first half, we didn't have a shot on target. Don't get me wrong, they did nothing. But we just weren't creating anything. We had a bit of a switch up at half-time. I think I did go to the free striker formation reluctantly at about 60 minutes. And then pretty much 7 minutes later, we got a goal for Romero. He got one. Paulinho then got one about 10 minutes to go, and then right at the death, Romero got another penalty. So 3-0, but it flattered us. We were absolutely woeful. But with just that one game played, that brings us nicely into today's game against Zirka, which is a bit of a, not a nothing game, because I mean, if you look at the league, we're not coasting it by any stretch of the imagination. We're only 4 points clear of Dynamo Kiev. Zoya falling away a little bit now. Ilichevet's still in and around there. So there's a little bit saying, and you look at where Desna are, they weren't great. So it's a bit, we struggled. We've got Zirka today, a few places above them. I mean, they're all on minus goal differences at the moment. I mean, there's only a couple of teams, less than half, probably about a third of the league on positive goal difference, which is a bit ridiculous, really. But we'll see what we can do. And after this, obviously, we have another game, I think, which is Shakhtar, and then from there we go into Galatasaray at home. But interestingly, look at the goal stats. We've got Sego, he's our lone player from Karpaty. He's having 7 goals in 10 games. He's having a fantastic season. We've got Kolod, he's our young Croatian striker. He's 21 now. He's banging them in again. So that's sort of 2 quite good seasons he's having. If he can keep that going, it would be fantastic. Average rating is off. Well, no, this guy isn't ours, is he? 34 years old, okay. And then we've got assists. Oya's up there, which considering he doesn't play that many, he plays a few of the league games, I suppose, so he does deserve to be up there. Yuri Alberto's up there. So he's the young Iranian guy. Iraqi guy even, not Iranian, Iraqi. He's coming on quite nicely. He's playing quite well. He's had a second place in the goal season with a 25 or 30 yard free kick. And then we had the Equatorian Guinea guy who's on loan. I can't remember his name. He got third with a 25 yard blinder as well. I'm not going to go back and find them and look at them. But yeah, 15 caps as well. I mean, obviously it's Iraq, so he's bound to be any sort of player in a professional club is probably going to be getting capped. He's doing okay. Not setting the world alight, but there's some stuff there. His passing's really good. His pace lets it down a little bit. He's got some good attributes, and there's a few things that long shots 10, but he hits a 25 yard free kick. And his free kicks are 13, to be fair, but coming along okay. Just trying to fill the video up a little bit, really. I mean, I didn't plan to look at this, but it just sort of caught the corner of my eye. That we had all 3 strikers and are ours, and only one of them's actually at the club at the moment. But we'll jump now to the teams we're going with today, like the lineup. It's a bit of a rotated team. I'm giving you a chance to look at some of the players you maybe don't get to see very often. So we'll cut to those now. So here we are. We won't look too much at their team because we don't know any one of theirs, and the ones that maybe they have got on loan from us are obviously not playing today because they're not allowed to. So we got Due up front. I did mean to change that, I think, for Romero, but he was itching for a bit of football, but he'll come on at some point, I imagine. So Due up front, he's the young Swiss striker, so we'll have a quick look at him. 20 years old. He's played a couple of games this season. He's got a goal. Not doing amazing, but he's still young. He's not first choice just yet. We're going to bring Amaroko in if you have a chance to get a proper look at him. Palanciano as well. We've got Malinovsky in the middle with Barco and Matasan just behind. He's been injured quite a bit this season, so I've been trying to slot him in where I can. We've got Matvienko playing with Valadares, the other centre back. I want to switch in with Tello at some point to make the back two centre backs. We've got Kvitsov, Yalda Silva, the young right back. He's coming along very, very nicely. He's already worth 3.5 million. He's wanted by Milan on loan. There's no chance that's happening. We'll have a quick look at Valadares. He's a wonder kid. He's again coming along very nicely. Very good attributes there, and they're up on the up. Peruvian guy, 16 caps as well, so fantastic. And then we've got Lunin in goal. On the bench we've got Mark, is it Mark or Mike Bonrath? Mike Bonrath, the young German lad. Again, he's coming on quite nicely, training into a centre midfielder, but he's made a couple of appearances for us. We've got Tello, Fabrizio Oya, Romero, Leo, Farah, and Mateus Fernandez. Farah's the Norwegian right winger. We're training him up a little bit as well. He's got some good attributes, but his potential ability is not great, and he hasn't really. He's got 1 goal in 2 and a fairly dismal average rating, really. But he's not set the world on fire really for us. So he might be someone we look to push out. I think we've got a good young Ukrainian winger coming through, so he might sort of push on with Amaroko and Yuri Alberto. Yuri Alberto, who, fun enough, is now wanted by, I think it's Real Madrid as well, and Gnabry is now wanted by Man United and Arsenal. We knew Man United, but Arsenal are sniffing around him as well. He's the top scorer in the Champions League at the moment, so obviously. But we're kicking off here. We're on our orange kit. We'll see how this goes, because like I say, these league games, they are playing a striker, which is very rare to see. So they are still sort of trying to maybe take the game to us, which probably works in our favour, because it means we're not going to be sort of facing a 6 at the back kind of situation. As Palionescu goes in and he gets the rebound. Palanciano, even, mispronunciation. I mean, I'll probably mispronounce that as well, to be honest. Not very good with Romanian names, apart from Georgi Hadji, legend. But it goes through to Drouet, and it's a great ball for Palanciano, and he slots it. The keeper makes a great save, but the rebound falls straight to him, and he slots it away. And it's a much better start than the Desna game, because we had something like 5 shots by this point in that game, but 0 on target. We're getting them on target in this game. Lunin kicks it high to Drouet, out to Amaroko. He's got pace to burn. Palanciano's there again, drops down, and Malinovsky. So you're seeing a much better performance from us today. We've had a couple of episodes. Well, we've had the Bayern one, and we've had a couple of one episode with a bit of a dismal performance. The Galatasaray game wasn't great, but we've had a few league games interspersed around that, and even just before that Bayern game as well. Weren't the best. We weren't at our best, and we're looking to be much more there. And what a volley that is! We're looking to be much more the Shakhtar you're used to seeing, I guess, when I drop the domestic stuff in. And interestingly, as we get into half-time here, Karpaty are beating Dynamo Kiev 2-0. Seago again, our young striker. He's doing us favours. He's coming up big for his parent club, because we need them to fall away a little bit, because we're looking like we're not slipping up, but we're not going to have as many points, I wouldn't say, at the end of the season as we're used to having every season. Certainly not. We've had a couple of draws already, and there's going to be a few more times that happens. Partly down to the rotation, partly down to the new, young, youthful look on the team. It's going to be a bit, inconsistent with results in some cases. There's going to be some games they flatter to deceive, but most of the time they're there. But it's all for the future of the club. They're not going to improve and get better if they're not playing for this team. Palanciano's in, and he lashes that in, I assume, the top corner. Just lashed it first time. It's his second goal of the game. When he scores, he tends to get 2. He doesn't tend to get just 1 in a game. Doesn't get the hat-tricks, but gets the 2. Just want to see there's some nice passing. Barco in there. Some lovely interplay. And what a pass that is from Malinovsky. And yeah, top corner. He just rifles that in. We'll make some changes probably on about the 65-minute mark. So we're going to introduce Mike Bonrath in here. He's going to come in for... Malinovsky's having a great game. So we're going to let him go off to a round of applause. We'll probably bring on Oya as well for Barco. And we'll bring Farah on for Morocco. He's not had the best of games today. But with him, he doesn't play well necessarily, and then he'll pop up with a goal or two, and his rating suddenly just flies up into the 8s. But with 20 minutes to go here, it's pretty much job done. Oya with a free kick. Is that a penalty? No, it's not. Is this going to be one of those highlights that's just pointless? Or is it going to be a start of their attack? We're getting out to him. Thought we won the ball then, but unfortunately not quite. We do the second time. But the punt forward goes nowhere. The Jordan Henderson punt forward goes nowhere. Madison, Valadares, Bonraf. Through to Drouet. Can he finish it? Oh, that's a woeful shot. I was hoping he might cap it off with a goal. He needs a goal. He needs another couple of goals, I think, just for a bit of confidence. But I mean, we've been dominant this game. They've had no shots on target, only 4 in total. We've got a free kick here. Oya, Farah, into Drouet. Palanciano, he's wriggled his way through. Matvienko, don't lose it. Matasan, Oya. We do lose it. Is it going to be in the hopefully not the end of the highlight, because that would just be a complete waste of everyone's time. Oya, Bonraf, into Drouet. We're still building here quite nicely. Bonraf again, lovely ball to Farah. Can he find someone in the middle? Palanciano, and that's his hat. He's finally got his hat trick. We mentioned he doesn't get the hat tricks. He's got one today in front of you guys, which is good to see. Get to see a rarely used player, or not rarely used, but rarely seen player. He's not in the Champions League's registration, unfortunately, just for the amount of foreign players limitations. But great header at the back post, and 4-0. I'd say we deserve that. We could probably say we deserve a couple more, really. But we're going to come to the end of the game. It looks like it's going to end that way, 4-0, unless we grab one right at the end. But I don't think there's going to be time. Nope, there's not. 4-0. Fantastic result. So, we'll quickly get the... we're not going to let the assistant take that one. I'm going to go passionate on that one. Yeah, I think that's... Got to praise them when they do well. So, especially the young guys, they take it on board. So, we're now 7 points clear of Dynamo Kiev. They did lose 2-0 in the end. Any of our players? Companucci got one for Zoya. I heard the man Yuri. Kouassi got one for Vorskla. How's he doing? 6 goals in 9. He's not doing too bad. And yes, Sago obviously in there as well. So that brings us to the schedule. So we're going to play Shlomoretz offline, and then we're going to come back next episode. I'm totally off track with which ones are coming out what day, so I can't say what day, unfortunately. It's going to be Galatasaray, so hopefully we can get a bit of revenge on them, get a good result in that game, get the 3 points and put ourselves back on track, and hopefully Sparta Prague can, I don't know, put a dent in Bayern somehow. Otherwise we're going to have to go to the Allianz Arena. I think we've got to go away. Or is it at home? It's away. So we're going to have to go to the Allianz Arena on that final game to get a win, most likely. So until next time, yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, please drop a like on the video. Please drop a sub while you're there as well. Mentioning it every time. Going in for that 50. It may well have happened in the time. Like I said, I'm a good few ahead now. It may have happened already. If it has, thank you very much. I appreciate every single one of you that subscribes and views and comments and all that good stuff. Yeah, comment while you're there. Like the video while you're there. Sub the channel. Yeah, help me keep pushing the channel. Help it grow. We're looking into my ideas for maybe the save after this now. Maybe for FM19. I've got a few ideas in my head as well, just trying to narrow them down to what I want to do. So if you've got any ideas for that as well, drop that in the comments. If you've got anything you'd like to see me maybe on FM18 for the last sort of push, maybe for the new season, we'll see. If there's anything you fancy seeing, let me know. A league you want to see, anything like that, let me know. Until next time, for that Galatasaray game, I will see you later. Take care.